So, have you seen this criminal appeal case where the prosecution's evidence is just, well, full of holes?
Right.
It's like they didn't even try to build a solid case.
Really? What's going on there?
I mean, the complainant, Major Mumtaz Hussain Shah, didn't provide any documentary evidence at all.
Seriously?
No emails, no messages, nothing to back up the harassment or hacking allegations.
That's unbelievable. What about the victim? Did she have anything solid?
Well, that's the thing. Maywish Mumtaz didn't produce any evidence either. She mentioned a Samsung Galaxy J5 phone with spyware, but said she returned it. She didn't even testify about handing over a J7 phone for forensic analysis.
Wait, so there's no physical evidence from her side either?
Exactly. And to make matters worse, the investigation officer, Imran Saad, is accused of planting evidence and forgery.
No way.
He supposedly planted a Samsung Galaxy J7 phone and faked recovery memos to cover it up.
That's a serious allegation against an officer. Did the forensic expert have anything to say about it?
Yes, and it's not good for the prosecution. The forensic expert M. Amir Zeb Khan admitted there was no chain of custody for the phone. He couldn't verify its authenticity, meaning the evidence could be completely tampered with.
That's like having a key piece of evidence just evaporate.
Exactly. And the so-called recovery witnesses? Their testimonies make things even murkier. One claimed she was coerced into signing documents she didn't read.
Right.
It's like the whole process is tainted.
Sounds like the prosecution's case is falling apart. But could the defense be stretching things to create doubt?
I thought about that, but the procedural errors are blatant. The investigation officer didn't have a warrant for the raid, didn't involve private witnesses as required, and delayed recording witness statements. It all undermines the credibility of the case.
You'd think they'd follow proper protocols in such serious matters.
You'd hope so, but even the forensic reports were delayed by over 3 years.
3 years?
That's way beyond acceptable and raises questions about their validity.
That's like trying to serve a dish that's been left out for days. No one's going to buy it.
Exactly. It's spoiled. Plus, the IP address allegedly linked to the appellant wasn't properly investigated. They didn't seize the router or involve the subscriber, his wife, in the investigation. It's a major oversight.
So what's the appellant seeking now?
He's requesting that the conviction be set aside because the prosecution failed to prove the charges beyond a reasonable doubt.
Makes sense.
They're invoking the doctrine of falsus in uno, falsus in omnibus, false in one thing, false in everything.
That means if one part of the testimony is false, the rest can't be trusted either.
Exactly. It's like finding a rotten apple in a batch.
Yeah.
You start questioning the quality of all of them.
Do you think the appeal will be successful?
Given all these flaws and lapses, it's highly probable. The evidence doesn't hold up, and procedural errors are hard to ignore. Justice requires solid proof, after all.
Well, this case definitely highlights the need for proper procedure and integrity in investigations.
Absolutely. Without that, the entire judicial process is compromised. It's like trying to build a house on sand. It just doesn't stand.
Right. Hopefully, the court will see these discrepancies and make the right decision.
Let's hope so. At the end of the day, it's about upholding justice and ensuring fairness.